more sunlight, and these areas are called as hot zones or torrid zones. Torrid zones means hot zones. Okay, why? Because there they get this rays fall directly on the earth, on the equator, so it is called as torrid zones or hot zones. Now further one moves from the equator to the mic. The more diffuse the sun rays become and the climate thus becomes less hot. Now what happens? The further it moves, the goes far, the rays goes far, that time what happens? Sun rays become little, sun rays become and the climate thus becomes less hot. When they directly fall, when they are closer to the earth, the heat will be more. When it goes little far, the heat will be less. The poles receive sun rays at a slant level. Slant, you know what is that? This is called slant. Now, thunderous are polar areas in the northern hemisphere. Okay, it's frigid zones. Frigid zones means cold zones. Another name for frigid is a cold zone. Now this area which lies between the poles, you know that there are two poles. Which are those poles? Two. One is northern pole and the southern pole. Two poles, the northern poles and the southern poles. The northern poles and the southern pole and the Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere. You have seen that the Arctic Circle in the picture you see that is on the top in the northern hemisphere. Now and the Antarctic Circle in the southern hemisphere. Antarctic Circle is down below that. See, in the southern hemisphere is called the cold or frozen frigid zone. Now what are called frigid zones? Now between the poles, that is Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere, Antarctic Circle in the southern hemisphere is called the cold and the frigid zones. The temperate zone refers to the area between the Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere and the Tropic of Capricorn and the Antarctic Circle in the southern hemisphere. The temperate zones have a mild climate, neither hot nor very cold. Now you see, look at the picture. The temperate zone, what does it mean? Temperate zone, they refer to the area, which area? Between the Tropic of Cancer. Look at the northern hemisphere, there you find the Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle also is there in the northern hemisphere, both. When you come to the southern hemisphere, you will see there Antarctic Circle and the Tropic of Capricorn in the southern hemisphere. Now these temperate zones, these places have a mild climate. Mild in the sense, what is that? Neither very hot nor very cold, mild. Okay, it's a mild, neither very hot nor very cold, in between. Okay, the latitudes of a place therefore determine the kind of climate it experiences. Okay, distance from the sea. Now look at the picture here. Cooler areas most take warmer air rising. Now, distance from the sea. Now, this below that blue color you see, there is a sea. Coastal areas have a moderate climate as compared to those that are further from the sea. Moderate means is because of water heats up and cools down slower than the land. When the land in the coastal areas, what happens? The cooler air coming from the sea and sea breeze immediately takes its place. Now, for this reason, the coastal areas are cool in summer and warm in winter. Now, why the cooler areas are very cool in summer and warm in winters? Because the breeze, the cooler air, cooler breeze is coming from the sea, and also the sea breeze immediately takes its place. So for this reason, what happened? The coastal areas are very cool in summer and also warm in winters. Now, what is humidity? Humidity is nothing but is the amount of water vapor in the air, little water vapor in the air. That is called humidity. Humidity is the amount of water in the water vapor in the air. Now, warm air, not cold, it's a warm. Warm air can hold more water vapor than cold air. Now what I'm comparing to the cold air and also warm air, which holds more water, the warm air holds more water vapor than the cold air. Now these air in places near the equator, see in between the line of the earth, equator holds lots of water that evaporates from the ocean and other water bodies. Okay. Now these places, equator, now these places holds lot of water. Then what happens? It evaporates from the sea and also other bodies, other water bodies, lakes, rivers, all those. Okay. This moisture-laden air causes much rain in the equatorial region. This places, equatorial region, what happens? There moisture more causes more rain. Much rain, moisture-laden air is there. That air causes much rain in the equatorial region, and the climates will be very hot and the wet. Why the climates in that region is very hot and wet? Because the moisture air causes much rain in that equatorial region, and because of that climate, this what is that? Because of that the places, it makes climate very hot and wet. Now desert do not have much humidity. Why? Because of the air, and thus have very little rain. Because desert have no much humidity, no water vapor in the air. So desert have no water vapor, much water vapor in the air, and because of that there no rain, only little rain. It falls only little rain in the desert places. Okay, only sand you find in the desert places and very hot there. Less rain. Okay, next, the altitude. Height above the sea level. Now see the next picture. See on the top there, down in the greenery is there, mountains are there. Now hill stations are favorite tourist spots, isn't it? Now all to these places people go, children go to visit these places, and these places become the tourist places because beautiful scenery, all people want to see. Even in the picture when you see, only feel like going there and seeing, isn't it? Attractive places are there. So many tourists visit those spots, those places. Even the summer months in places like Nainital and Ooty are quite pleasant. Now most of us have visited Ooty places. You see, when you go there in the cold winter season, we cannot bear the cold. In hilly areas and mountainous regions, the higher you go, the cooler it becomes, isn't it? When you climb on the mountain, the higher you go, the cooler it becomes. Very nice cool breeze you will get. In fact, now what happens? Many mountains, peaks means on the top of the tudi we say, mountains, top of the mountain do not have any human settlements because of the extreme cold conditions over there. Means no people live in the mountain areas, in the top of the mountain, on the top of the mountain to the peak level there. Why? Because there is a extreme cold will be there. People cannot live because of extreme cold. And the next one is prevailing winds. Okay, wind can be hot, wind can be cool, also the moisture-laden wind can be. There are three types. Now why? Because of these features, now these winds may be different types depending from where they come. Now see, we know what is wind, isn't it? It depends on from which direction they come.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.